The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. At any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New Orleans Saints. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike, you learn. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Kill, kill, kill. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run on first down. It's Brady. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
80 weapon. Don't let him breathe, defense. Come. Ready, ready.
Shotgun snap to Lock. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Down. 18 Gator.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Hey, Alpha. Go. 5.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Go. Check 24, check 24.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 38, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3rd down.
Check, 47. I'm coming.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Man, they're not
They run the counter. Brady. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at the 48, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. On the ground, this is Kamara. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Tight end left, tight end left. 4 down. Check. Set up.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go. 10-2 soft. Watch QB jump. Hey, Echo. 57's Mike. Get it.
Lock now on first down. And Thomas has it. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Protein spill.
Here's Locke. And he completes it to Westbrook. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use.
22 jet bomber. Hey, Foxtrot. Deep river.
Locke working out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
You ready?
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Running with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Gets fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter. But you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay,
you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 29, Mariota, open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And now off to the races, down the right side, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Locke on the bootleg. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, high 7. Mike 5-4. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Ready.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Backstone travel. Hey, orbit. There you go. Hit it.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. The open man is Westbrook. And this is going to be another first down. They'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Locke now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
There you go.
General West.
Check 99.
Snap.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, 59. Watch the run.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 25th touchdown. Tying him and Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Looks good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mariota. This is the tight end Fant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And able to find Dorsett. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Caught by Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Going
to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To throw is Mariota, and he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Carlson is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Ready?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
4 down, 4 down. Joker, 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 joker.
Topper, topper. Hey, zoom. Lee Griffin, Lee Griffin.
To throw in his lock. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line.
Look at me. Door, door. Shoot.
They'll run out of the gun with Camara. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
No chance.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
They look to throw. It's locked. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Go. Hey, Charlie.
Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Ready?
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Ready,
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Rip left, rip left. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Kamara. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Crunch, crunch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Thomas has got it, complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He's coming, he's coming, he's
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get out to the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Ready? Blue ready. Check, 59. Watch the pass. Switch. Save. 49, check 49.
On first down, it's Brady. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Kill. Check nine.
Throwing is Mariota. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here I come. Watch safety creep. Creeping. Safety's creeping. Jim. You're out.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Locke. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Get your swarm on. Shoot.
Clock now on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
But squeeze.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Saints on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. There we go.
Locke working out of the gun. And he completes it to Westbrook. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Mike 50. Oh, you got deep? Ready?
On first down, Locke. He's got Smith here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down.
Down. 90 more.
Now Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Bang, 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 bang. Pilot, 64, weak. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the back. Hey, wahoo.
Block now to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on first and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, first and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Ready? 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the curve. Watch the curves.
Right.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
57 to Mike. Mike 57.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Clock now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Sneak River.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Baby, that's a baby shot.
Shoot.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Saints, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.